Rifkin's making fun of me for using the WCS overlay. I'm like, dude, this shit else are you going to cast team games with? There's nothing else that looks not terrible. I hate you, I hate you, Twitch chat. Alright guys, it is time! And this is the first time casting this new team, so let's take a look at them. Let's go! Down here in the bottom right, it's from Clan Lit, Baby Shark. A Lit man. Down here, representing Slayer, it's Yuno. And of course, a Rifkin and Astrea, which we've managed to categorize at this point. Obsessed with Phoenix, obsessed with Widow Mines and taking hidden expansions everywhere. Looks like they're not opening cheesy this time. Yuno scouting very early though. Notices your bulge. Ooh, what? Jesus, Rifkin. Oh my god. Rifkin's always objectifying other dudes, seriously. God damn, man. Whenever I'm hanging out with Rifkin, I'm like, eyes on the face, Rifkin. I'm up here. Ooh, cute little surround, cute little surround. Rifkin, I always catch him looking at my bulge, man. I'm like, Rifkin, I'm a human, deserving of respect. Stop it. Do you guys say ooh as well when you read that, or is that just me? Ooh, you know? Ooh. I say ooh. Baby shark ooh woo. Oh fuck. All right, you guys have ruined me. Here we go. What do we got? Spawning pool, gas. Barracks is down for Baby Shark. Let's take a look at the APM. Look at these spammers. Hot damn. That's got to be Rifkin, right? That can't be Astrea. 0 APM right now. That's got to be Rifkin's one. I think that must be. Who knows? Maybe Astrea's really slow. I reckon it's Rifkin. Anyways, 0 APM for a while here for one of these red players as well. Okay. Okay. So we see Rifkin and this player not very spammy, I was about to say, and then that player goes to 300 APM for 10 seconds straight. I'm like, okay. Sentry versus a Reaper, that's always the funniest fight, because when the Reaper runs away, you're like, you know you destroy a Sentry one-to-one engage, right? And the Reaper's like, ah, he just like runs, and the Sentry's like, I can do 4 damage a second, like, get out of here. This is always a bit of a ridiculous chase, but good control by Baby Shark, does actually get 2 kills there. Can just continue to do a rotation. Command center in the main. Good choice by Rifkin. Nice safe expand. A couple lings coming across as well. Link speed's on the way. More queens and drones and moving out with the overlord spread. Very nicely done. Sentries down here, of course, as well as a stalker and a robo for Astrea. Gonna go for a ground army. I like to see that. That makes me very happy. Hellions here says, get out of here. The Reaper jumps in, says, nope. It's like that. Every time I see that, I think it's like the gif of Abe Simpson walking into the burlesque place, and Bart's at the door, and he like walks in, puts his hat on the rack, sees Bart, takes the hat off, turns around, walks out. That's what happens when you see a Hellion on the high ground as a Reaper. You're like, no, I never meant to come here anyway. Let's leave. Let's get the hell out of here. Already up on double gas is Yuno. Oh my god. That's a lot of gas coming in. Could make a shit ton of ravages. Baby Shark, though, doesn't really have that much production. It's just a 1-1-1 opening, and oh my god, Marine's a Cyclone, and yes, that's a Fusion Core proxied in the corner of the map like an absolute boss. By the way, the wall wasn't up. Lings just got in. Are they going to get much? They see Rifkin's also going for a Fusion Core. Battle of the Battle Cruisers. Oh my god. Holy shit. This is going to be epic, guys. You know, when this game started, Rifkin kept talking about the bulge in his opponent's pants. I thought we were going to have Battle of the Bulge, but instead it's the Battle of the Battle Cruisers. It's the cattle of the Battle Ruses. You know what I'm talking about. Big fucking teleporty laser boys blinking around the map. That's going to be awesome. The problem for Rifkin and Astrea is they do not know. They do not know. Did you guys know the pineal? I see you guys there talking about getting high. Do you guys know the pineal gland naturally actually produces DMT? Do you guys know that? Yeah, they found that out in very small microdoses. We're not sure what it's used for. Also, a chimpanzee can rip your arms out of its sockets. They're immensely strong. Yes, indeed. I also have watched the Joe Rogan podcast, guys. There's like this whole conversation about mushrooms and DMT going on in chat. It's great. I love JRE. I do love that podcast. But I actually haven't been listening to it for a little bit. Ooh, Rifkin goes in first battle cruiser and focus fires the spore crawler. I love it. Damages a spore, kills one drone. Oh, the cyclone lock-on. This is one of the best things for killing battle cruisers, guys. The cyclone lock-on destroys them. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. All right, Rifkin's battle cruiser's like, yep, okay, I'm gonna leave now. Meanwhile, Baby Shark's like, my turn. Where'd he go? Where'd he land? Where'd he land? Oh, he's in the back corner. All right, so that BC gets out, dodging biles and shit. Meanwhile, Baby Shark unfortunately goes to the base that has a missile turret in it, but already wasting some mining time. It would have been so good if he landed in the Protoss base. Lots of stalkers coming up for Astrea. Is just going to back out, rotate around. Ooh, those turrets will be nice, easy pickoffs, actually. Baby Shark just going to fly out of there for now. Yeah, you don't want to lose that BC. So both players not really causing massive damage. Are we getting a second BC? Baby Shark is, and getting Yamato. Oh no! Rifkin accidentally finds it on the retreat path just because he was trying to be safe by going around the edge of the map. And oh my god, is he going to deny that? He's going to deny that before Yamato finishes. Oh my god, can you get any luckier? Rifkin, blessed by the gods. Oh! If Yuno landed that, I would immediately give play of the day right there. That would have been the ultimate revenge, but Rifkin was watching. Didn't walk into the biles, unfortunately. He does teleport out of there. Astrea's going Disruptors. Oh, I love it. Blink Immortal Sentry Disruptor, a fantastic ground-pounding army. Meanwhile, factory transition for mass mech for Rifkin, and it looks like mech for Baby Shark, but Baby Shark's factories are still a while out. So this southern team has a good economy, a couple BCs, few tanks, few Marines. I mean, you siege up the tanks, you got the BCs, you can handle this army. You've just got to make sure you realize it's coming, and they indeed do. They see this army, they see it's just a poking force, and you don't really need to worry about that too much. What do we got? Tanks on the way now. Yeah, Baby Shark's going for tanks, going for more and more factories, double armories on the way. Rifkin's mech, on the other hand, throughout all the series we've watched, can best be described as let's make some fucking Widow Mines and hope my opponent walks into them. He seems to be changing it up this game. He is at half everyone else's supply, but he's actually going for a Thor first and 3 tech labs, no reacts. I think Rifkin's actually going to mass Thor battlecruiser, which are both, while neither unit excels in any particular one scenario, they both are very well-rounded, generically useful units. So Rifkin, it feels like he's bored of the mass Widow Mine. He's going to add a Raven, lots of Thors in here. Very Fear Dragon-esque, I like it. Only one armory though, so we'll get out upgraded steadily by these double upgrades. And of course, head-to-head, if the tanks are sieged, tanks will beat Thors. They just have too much range, and the Thors get stuck behind each other, and they're too waddly, you know? The Thors are just carrying a little bit too much weight. They'll tell you it's water weight, it's not fat, it's their genes, yada yada. Whatever, man. I don't care. I'm not judging, okay? Oh my god, some big balls. One tank goes down, another tank in the red. I think an Infestor got caught and a Ravager or two. So a nice little engage there. And Astrea just creating threat and controlling the center of the map, 1 versus 2. But as these tanks move forward, we see Baby Shark and Yuno expanding like crazy. They are comfortable. Mass tank, Vikings being added in. Roach Ravager Infestor, not the most amazing composition, but what's great is there's a hive on the way. And I think we're going to see Yuno just building a great economy for now, 83 drones, and we're going to see just going to hive. And Broodlord Infestor is always good. Oh, these disruptors too far forward. No, they survive. The tank's not quite getting the volley off. Oh! Fuck me sideways and call me silly. Some disgusting disruptor shots. And while the fungal Roach Ravager combo punishes a little bit, so many units died before that I gotta think that's a good trade for Astrea there. Holy shit balls. Oh my god. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, guys. That was very loud. Oh, apologies, guys. Did my noise gate not kick in? That's weird. that's meant to get capped. Normally it does. Sorry, guys. Apologies. All right. I will try to keep it a bit more monotone then. I guess me noise gate, yeah, didn't kick in for some reason. That's weird. Normally it does, guys. Apologies for that one. Chat's not very happy with me right now. We have that set up so that normally doesn't fix. That normally doesn't go beyond a certain point. But we'll see how we go. Battle cruisers here. It's not actually a noise gate. That's just the word I'm calling it. It's a thingamajig. It's a compression-y thing. Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I don't actually know anything about audio. My friend who does set it up for me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Cyclone goes down. Oh, fungal bile. Let's go. Disgusting disruptor shot. Yeah, I feel like you just need to have your tank set up properly. Fighting this with Roach Ravager Infestor is a losing battle. I feel like Yuno needs to be like, Baby Shark, siege your tanks up on my bases and defend. You can do that really easily with Tank Viking. I can't do it with Roach Ravager Infestor. I need to build up to these Broodlords. Double Evo there doing really nicely. People are like all teasing Rifkin. Guys, Rifkin's actually being really useful this game. Yamato, Blue Flame, armor upgrades, Mass Thor coming out. He's actually building a sick army. Obviously, Astrea is doing exceptionally well. Storm's on the way, another Robo, more and more bases going down. But you know what? Yuno and Baby Shark doing very well. And when they morph a big round of Broodlords, that is going to be very powerful. Great. Yeah, you've got to stop fighting this, Yuno. You can't beat Disruptors with Roach Ravager Infestor. It's just not going to work. You need the Terran to fight those units. The Terran's got the units to fight those, man. Yuno can fight the Terran units. Neuroparasite, Roach Ravager Ling on top of that, you'll destroy it. But yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Beauty vs. Hypersova are starting soon. Hold second map, maybe. Whoa! Blinks in on the right-hand side. Takes out even more of the Roach Ravager Infestor. Where are the tanks? You've got to spread those tanks out, Baby Shark. You've got to cover your teammate. Oh, the tanks went into the open, and a bunch of cuck matrices landed there from Raven, from Rifkin. His Raven did manage to land those, and the Thor's coming forward. The tanks, though, punish. Taking down so many of those Thors. There's still too many tanks here. I don't think you can push through this. Astrea's going for it. The Broodlords are morphing. Disruptor shots taking out a lot of the tanks. Only one tank still standing strong. They need these Broodlords to finish. The Roaches and the Lings trying to get up there. The melee upgrades are going to start kicking in, which is going to boost the power of these Broodlords exponentially. For those of you who don't know, melee upgrades the most important thing for those Broodlings. That's the main damage output of the Broodlord. It's not their actual attack, which does 20 damage a shot. It's the Broodlings that pop out. So getting +2 melee, +2 carapace, Yuno is on point with those upgrades. Unfortunately, though, has lost the Infestor count. Now the Broodlords are out. This is where the Infestors are really, really useful, but they've already been worn down. So Astrea picking away, Rifkin holding the center of the map has been super powerful. Rifkin here is still only at 52 workers. Nice harass there by Baby Shark. Hellions coming in on the bottom side as well. These Zealots do manage to snipe out this base. Rifkin's going Drilling Claws and continuing to mass Thors, which will be a very useful unit against the Broodlords. The Roaches here for Yuno, just trying to hang on against these Zealot counterattacks, but Astrea has taken advantage of the distraction, rotated to the south side of the map, and that gold base is toast. Stalker's blinking right on in, and trying to catch just one retreating SCV with the Disruptor shot. We've got Storm, Disruption Novas, and the Stalkers and Immortals. This is a ground-pounding, beautiful, delicious, disgusting army. Not the best versus Mass Air. Can't really deal with the Broodlords, but it will destroy Unsieged Mech. It'll destroy the Roachling, the ground portion of the Zerg's arsenal. So, really cool army. What's the end transition? It looks like Colossus upgrades, DTs, 3/3 upgrades are on the way here as well for Astrea. Just lots of good stuff. And, ooh, these units out in the open, but I think that's an overextension. Once again, Yuno, you've got to stay behind the tanks and the Broodlords. You can't move into range of those Disruptors. Lots of Thors up there, just one Siege Tank, a few Widowmines, towers, turrets, Sensor Tower even going up there for Rifkin. And these units, these High Templar getting pushed back by the Broodlords. But those Thors doing a really good job. I think these Broodlords need to avoid the Thors. If they fight the Thors in a pitched battle, they will go down. They need to rotate to the other side. The Stalkers blink forward. Very ambitious. A fungal Siege Tank volley ends their life. The Infestors going down to disruption shots from the south. The Tank Broodlord Infestor combo is massive. But look at these disruption shots. This is a point in the game where disruptors are not meant to be a useful unit. Astrea finding a way to make them work. Astrea is not just my favorite country, but my favorite Protoss player from NA. I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. This game's actually the best one we've seen from Astrea and Rifkin, I feel. But this is just a better army, I think, from Baby Shark and Yuno. A little bit more synergy here. Thors are good. Oh, the Thors get some nice shots, but once the tanks siege, that's where the Thors just get pushed out, man. They can't deal with it. The Thors are getting surrounded by the Broodlings. They're getting wrecked. He's going to try and flank on the south side to cut off reinforcements. Is Astrea. Whoa! Big storms landing, but the Broodlords punish. All the High Templar get destroyed. And this army is going to try and fall back and collapse on top of this now. Nice disruption Novas. Taking out these Infestors time after time. Is he going to keep going deep, or will he try to evacuate? I think it's time to evacuate for Astrea, but I think he stayed a little bit too long. He's going to try to blink out of there, try and buy some space, buy some time. A great recall. He stacks up those units very nicely. Leaves behind just a few Stalkers and Zealots to try and walk home. How many Broodlords is that, guys? 11 Broodlords with 2/2, +1 flyer attack, +2 flyer attack, about to finish. The Vikings here as well. The Terran upgrades, of course, for our red team is 2/2. Up against 2/1 for Rifkin. More Disruptor shots going down there, taking out more and more Infestors. I feel like these Infestors are just Disruption Nova magnets at this point. Tanks coming forward, sieging that base. Oh no, the probe transfer goes into those mech units, but Infestors do get caught on the reinforce. That Infestor count just constantly getting obliterated. The Thors fighting the Broodlords. Thors can win this battle. They might be able to win. Their armor upgrades aren't that great though. The Broodlings are actually doing very well. And the Thors not in a big enough arc. This piece of terrain choking them up a little bit. The Stalkers tried to continue forward, and these two siege tanks massacred them. The landed Vikings not doing bad either, but Astrea's not done yet. Astrea still has a lot of money. DT's counterattacking from all sides. Astrea's realizing this is not going to be won in a pitched battle. You need to backstab, and you need to try and take them out that way. Rifkin's still massing Thors. They have what it takes to deal with these Broodlords, but they can't deal with the siege tanks. The Corruptors have been drinking Mountain Dew. They've been crossing their legs, and finally they unleash their full bladders all over Astrea's Nexus, taking down one of his very, very important bases. On the right-hand side, DTs do take out another base, but it looks like other than that, Yuno and Baby Shark have defended. They've got this gold base back up as well. They're continuing to push forward here with this frightening, frightening army. And the tanks, you can't engage the tanks with... Oh no, they get fungled. The tanks just obliterate the Thors once again. Broodlord and tank smashing this army. Tempests would have been an amazing choice, but Astrea staying on the ground composition, not able to make this work. It's going to go for the counterattack again. Siege tank in the open. It's going to do some damage. You can't really take on a planetary fortress with this army. You can storm the workers down, but you can't kill the planetary. Thor's rallying out into tank fire. Rifkin's going to have to try and stage a defense of their production point. Meanwhile, Astrea getting on top of some of the economy. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh my lord. That's a lot of damage, but units are coming in. Oh, Vikings and tanks from the north, Lings, Roaches, and Infestors from the south. That attack ends up being held on. They go down. Those Archons are going to fall. Two Stalkers on the left go down, and I think they're down and out because the forward position's still there. Yuno and Baby Shark slowly working their way through these bases and just absolutely crushing. My God. Yeah, this is definitely going to be helping out here. Yeah. Things are going hard now. Okay, Thor's going to come in, but Rifkin going to tap out. Astrea knows they're done. That's it. GG. Game 1 to Baby Shark and Yuno there. Just a better composition for them. I think, yeah, definitely, they just let it go a little bit long. I think you could play it with that composition as Astrea, and the Thors aren't bad, but you need to do more counterattacks to split them up and take small trades away from their main army, and then collapse on the main army when it's slightly disjointed, or where you can get a good angle with the Thors against the Broods, the ground Protoss army against the ground Terran army. The problem was the Thors kept engaging into the tanks, doesn't work out. And the ground army kept getting hit by the Broodlords. All the High Templar disappear, all the splash damage disappears too quickly. So GG, well played game one to Yuno and Baby Shark. I think Astrea was doing really good in the early game, but needed to transition out of those disruptors a little earlier. See you guys talking about the upgrades. Yes, melee is much more important than the air attack upgrade. Yeah, the air attack upgrade helps. It adds +2 in attack, but 20 to 22, 20 to 24, 20 to 26, it's just not that much of a difference. Whereas those broodlings do epic damage. Epic damage. Anytime there's, you know, pitched fighting going on, those broodlings just end up hitting everything. And that's where you get the real sustained damage from that. I'm just going to finish this series. Now we're in it. Getting into the next map. Just hosting an Angry Smurf. Didn't want to play in my own tournament. I wanted to be casting it the whole way through. First round, we actually cast Winter and stuff. Oh shit, I forgot. I was going to mark down the VOD. Oh, goddamn. Okay. So what was the first one, guys? It was Winter Florencio. Team Sewer Mermaids. Sewer Mermaids versus, what was their name? Chuckle Ducks? Jason and Upper Tree Zelda. So that was the first series. What other series do we have so far, guys? We've had Astrea, Rifkin. I like this one. All right. Game number 2 on Ulzan. It's the big air map, guys. It's going to be good. Astrea Rifkin versus Yuno, etc. So we've got this one. I'll mark this at the end of this series. Oh, we also had Upper Tree Zelda and Jason getting knocked out, didn't we? That was actually a great one. One sec, guys. One sec. Just going to write that down so I don't forget to put that one on YouTube. Awesome. Let's go. All right, guys, over here on the left, it's Rifkin. This is, of course, the Viewer 2v2 tournament. It was open to absolutely anybody. Thank you, everybody who contributed to supporting the stream leading up to let us get this tournament organized and going. Looks like Yuno is going to come in and getting the drone going. Of course, special thanks to all the moderators you guys see in chat, in the chat channel, in-game, organizing the bracket, making sure this was all well done. And this is the first time we've done a 2v2 tournament. So, oh, nice gas steal. Love it. Good old Captain Dickhead here from Yuno. This is the first time we've done it, so it will be smoother and smoother whenever we do one of these in the future. Okay, probe coming down, checking, seeing a hatch down, doesn't see the other base. So Baby Shark and Yuno, looks like hatch gas pool here for Yuno, pretty normal build. Baby Shark seems to have done a barracks gas opening. So reasonably straightforward. And on the other side of things, we've already got a Nexus down for Astrea, doing a very economic opening. Makes sense after being gas stolen. And Rifkin going for Command Center first. Ooh, CC first. Good choice on such a big map. I like it. Now, Captain Dickhead did sacrifice his life, didn't decide to keep canceling, has just decided to steal the extractor and This does actually give you a good bit of vision, funnily enough, as well. So Astrea's like, I'm going to put my tech here. It's like, well, the attractor's actually going to see that. So hopefully Astrea hides the tech over there instead. We'll see. Don't want to give information away for free. Astrea is scouting. Captain Dickhead's cousin over here, Detective Dickbutt, chases the probe away and then continues to do detective work. Checking, making sure there's no proxies down here. And we'll see where we go. We'll announce the EU one. We'll probably do it the same day next week, guys, but we'll see exactly. I haven't announced the date just yet. I'll announce it at the end of today or tomorrow. And we will do one at the very beginning of the stream in that one. So it will be still kind of late night EU, but at least it'll be, you know, some of the late night EU guys can still play in that, as well as some Americans. So Detective Dickbutt doesn't really find anything. Reaper comes in, doesn't get any kills, gets rejected. Astrea's like, God damn it, I need some gas. Finally gets that gas down. Rifkin's taking a 3rd CC. Rifkin just masses expansions every game. Rifkin's the biggest troll player, man. He's like, CC first into 3rd command center just off the barracks. He's got 400 gas. He's going to go 5 factory mech. I think he might do mass Thor again. This is going to be great. Meanwhile, a couple of Lings have made it in here. Yuno is having a bit of a scout around. He's like, what is going on in here? And he's going to like go through and find the first factory only now starting. Ling comes in, does see both expansions on the way. If we look at Yuno's vision. So Yuno aware that this is a very economic opening from Rifkin. 4 Drilly Boys, 1 Zergling. The Zergling wants none of that action. He's just going to keep scouting around, looking for any tech here. The Probe's trying to deny it. Man, Yuno's a good player. Look at this micro. Sees the Robo. Fantastic control by Yuno. He's going to continue to keep it alive. And is spending the money at home. Not floating any resources. Is going fast lair. Might be a Nidus play. We'll have to see. Baby Shark here. Looks like he's going to go bio this time. Stim. Well underway already. And this 1 Zergling. Oh my god. Finally goes down, but what a douche. I love it. I love it. It's great. The Reaper comes back in. Looks like he did manage to snag 1 probe on that expansion, but the Stalker's now maintaining high ground position. Do you see it? Rifkin scans the front, sees very little of note. An empty bunker, a reacted barracks, and a spawning pool. Not a lot of information gained from that one. SCV just chilling at the back there. Both, yeah, they're all building up. It's going to be a Spire. Oh, okay. Seeing the Robo. I love this call. You know, normally Zerg players will never go Spire against a Protoss in 2v2 because they assume Stargate, but the Zergling saw it was Robo. And Yuno's like, you know what? Mutas are a fantastic choice against Robo. We've already seen that Rifkin has been kind of Widowmine oriented, which is not really the hard counter by any means to Mutalisks. Not to mention Rifkin's production so late. I doubt he'll even have 1 Thor or 2 or 3 Widowmines out in time. Hopefully though, because his engineering base finished and he is already building some turrets, so that's going to be helpful. Double drop on the way. It's a 2-1-1. It's going to stim right into the back door. But Astrea is... Oh, look at this. The Reaper's trying to deny the Watchtower vision. But the Stalker obviously wins that fight. And, ooh, Baby Shark adjusts the path. Go, 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 go. Dive, dive, dive. Get in there, Baby Shark. There is no defense. There's an Immortal, a few Stalkers and Sentries, but they are way out of position. They have to go all the way up here to get up there. He's going to find... Oh, don't go in turret range. Nicely done. Baby Shark, stay out of turret range. Turret range. Oh, God. Just focus the command center, maybe. Might actually be worth it. He's getting a few SCVs. This is big... Oh, finds the mineral line. Whoa, Rifkin's in trouble. Baby Shark is on a tear. Takes out the Viking. Get the hell out. Get the hell out. Great job. Massive mining time. Kills a few workers. Forces the whole army back. And just disrupts Rifkin. Rifkin's already got a 4th command center. What? You know what's the funniest thing is every game Rifkin has built so many command centers, but stops building SCVs past like 30 SCVs usually, and then never goes past 52 in each game. It's like it should be a massive macro play, but it's not really. It's like a kind of macro play. It's this weird style that he's playing. Mutas are already finding the exposed sentries. That's a big pick off. Tries to even pull back the weak Muta. Yuno with some big micro. I mean, it didn't pull off. It didn't actually work. It got shot down before it retreated, but the Muta's committing to the Stalkers. I'm not as keen on that, but you know what? It's going to work out. That Stalker's like, let me kill 1 more. The Vikings finish that off. The Mutas say, what's that, buddy? You want to play? And these Mutas, remember, they've got rapid regen. They're in the mineral lines. I think Astrea and Rifkin might just be dead. We've got Marines dropping in the back of this base as well. They're going to overwhelm this. The Disruptor was not able to kill more than 1 Marine. A nice force field holding out some of them. Probes being forced off the line. Astrea barely holds on against the double drop, but the mutas have eradicated his main base. He's down to just 26 probes. Nice Widow Mine there from Rifkin. There is a turret in the back of this base, another turret there, turret there. The mutas have to fly home, but what a disruption. Yuno goes back and says, okay, time to spend that money. I've got 2 bases saturated, the third one getting droned up. Is still massing Mutalisks. Baby Shark has got a nice biotank marine army. He's getting up to a 3rd CC. Upgrades kicking in. 5 barracks are going to be ready in the near future, or at least 4 barracks. A big push across the map. Medivacs healing Mutalisks. Isn't that just one of the sexiest synergies you've ever seen? Not really necessary since they got rapid regen, but it is awesome to see. Mutas once again catch the army with no anti-air. Astrea here is on 3 bases, but just doesn't have anything that shoots up right now, and needs the help from Rifkin. Viking Widow Mine is going to be his attempt to answer that. The Lings trying to set off those mines, not quite able to do it. And they are backing off for now, but the Marines, the tanks, how do you deal with that as well? Rifkin here, he's trying to go Fusion Core right now. Oh no, the Widow Mines don't get any shots off. That's a disaster. Nice force field from Astrea. Blocks the Marines. There's just not enough firepower. That's like 20 mutas on top of those Stalkers. A single Viking's not going to cut it. The Disruptor Shot tries to get the hit of all hits. Takes out about 5 Marines there. The Mutalisks, though, have overwhelmed the Stim Marines. Yuno and Baby Shark showing some fantastic synergy. Some great skills in these games. And I think Rifkin and Astrea here just being way too greedy. 4 Command Sanitarian, 3 Nexus Protoss, up against what is essentially a 2-base Muta and a 2-1-1. The Terran and Zerg on the right-hand side of the map. Yuno and Baby Shark just showing some fantastic... Whoa! Big Disruptor Shot. Hits the Marines. Oh my god. And yeah, just fantastic control. And a very decisive, push here. The reactive mutas against the Robo opening. Very smart play. People in chat saying, how are we... what's the prize? The prize is the biggest piggest. The prize, the point of playing a viewer tournament is to have some fun, get your games cast, and kick some people's ass, and basically say I'm the goddamn champion. The champion title in this tournament happens to be the biggest piggest. But you can call it whatever the hell you want. Oh my god, they sniped both of them! Both of the medevacs filled with tanks, doesn't let them retreat. Nice micro from Astrea and Rifkin there. Rifkin shot down the red hit point 1. Astrea blinked forward and got the orange hit point 1. Unfortunately, their opponents have the gold. Their opponents are expanding to 4 bases each. There's a horde of Muta Corruptor out now. The Corruptors actually didn't make sense in this game as much. I think it was a bit prepared for Phoenix to come out. Was worried about that. I think just pure Muta would actually be more powerful right now, because you'd be at that count where you can just one-shot turrets. Instead, 11 Mutas on their own, not quite as powerful, but Great Aspires started. And that's where those Corruptors will come in mega useful. Not to mention, you've got mass BC out of Rifkin. Normally, when your back's up against a wall, you build Thors, you'd build turrets, you'd try to defend. Rifkin's decided BCs versus Mutas, and not sure how that's going to go. That's going to be really tough. Astrea's stuck on Blink Stalkers, which is not what you want when you're going up to 4 base versus 4 base. And I mean, Blink Stalkers, they're just not the highest stats, are they? A couple of OVs going to come across here, just provide some vision. Sensor towers on the north as well as in the middle for Baby Shark. And what do you do from here? What do you possibly do? BCs, Blue Flame, Armor, Hellions, Disruptors. As soon as Broodlords morph, Disruptors, I mean, it's past their use-by date, right? Astrea here is in trouble. Another drop hits the back, forces all the probes off the line. Astrea desperately trying to get back to mining now. And as these Broodlords morph, it's going to be big trubs. That being said, no Evo Chambers for Yuno. So Yuno's made a big mistake in forgetting those Evo Chambers. Does mean the Broodlords won't pack as big of a punch as those +2 melee Broodlords did in the previous game. Evo Chambers only now starting up. The numbers, though. I mean, you've got like 10 minutes before you even need to push as Yuno and Baby Shark, but they could probably just push and win right now. So it looks like it is going to be a 2-0 for them. Obviously, we'll keep our eyes on whether Astrea can make a comeback. Let's go to Astrea's vision, actually, in a sec. Clears up this drop, intercepts it from retreating. Only loses 1 Stalker from Medevac and 8 Marines. Very nicely done. So let's watch from Astrea's vision and see how we go. My man. Ooh! Whoa! Doesn't quite get the Infestors there. Tries to go for it. Not able to close it, though. Broodlords, Infestors, Corruptors once again. Big Marine tank army. Let's go back to everyone's vision. Baby Shark is Practice X, says Clapjir. Ah, okay. Yeah, Practice X is someone who plays 2v2 all the time. Very good 2v2 player. So a lot of these players, I guess, all have their Smurf accounts they're playing in the tournament on to try and hide who they are, right? Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. I should make it so people announce it next time, but I don't really care. This is always meant to be a fun tournament, so it doesn't really matter. It's just funny that people aren't playing under their names that they're known for, which makes sense. Makes sense if there's no rule against it. Baby Shark there. Gonna siege some tanks. Stalkers. They gotta get the hell out of there. They do blink out just in time. Ooh. Not quite able to land. There's Broodlords coming down. You gotta watch out, Astrea. Your balls are gonna get caught in a Broodling Vice. If you don't get out of there, that Zealot. Ow. My god, their side of the map is just dominated. We got like libs. Oh my god, I think they got, I'm pretty sure they got advanced ballistics. Yeah, they got advanced ballistics, they got libs, they got flyer weapons. Yep, every single Widow Mine useless at this point. The Broodlings activate them. And of course, you have an endless supply of Broodlings out of those Broodlords. The BCs here are not really going to be able to do too much. Does he have Yamato? Oh no, Yamato. Yamato's great against Broodlords because it still does one-shot them. I believe it does 225 damage, right? Or is it... Did they lower it to 200? I'm trying to remember what the exact number is. Oh my god, he's going to just blink in their base. The Desperation Blink from Rifkin goes full Nathanias. Astrea trying to threaten the north side. There's tanks, libs, and a planetary going up there. No way to break through. Rifkin desperately blinks to the other side of the map. But we've got Viking, libs. Raven's going to use their cuck matrix that shuts down these battlecruisers. They can't even fight. Unfortunately, Yuno, they moving in the wrong direction. The Corruptors are just chilling off to the side, having a big group fucking, I don't know, some sort of bush doof going on over there, I guess. Dropping acid in the corner of their main base. Meanwhile, they do end up defending on the south side. These BCs still trying to run the hell out of there. They're like, let us go. The Corruptors finally chasing after them. The players trying to create as much threat as they can, but they're just not able to achieve anything. The Vikings trying to get out. Astrea looking for an angle, unable to find anything. And it looks like Baby Shark and Yuno just have a better idea of the late game composition that they should be playing in this tournament. Stalkers coming forward. Ooh, they're going to do a little bit of damage, but range lib's pretty good units. Are you going to blink on that ambitiously? I actually think a blink forward would have been an okay choice there. But instead, he's just going to pull back. Oh my god, storms all over these units as they come in from behind. One more storm, landing on those units. The Stalkers have done a really good job, but there's a planetary there. You're trapped between a planetary, a pack of Vikings and libs, and everything's going wrong very quickly. Of course, things went wrong much earlier than this, but now they've gone really wrong. Does recall? How does he fit them all into the recall? My god, good stacking. Good stacking there. BC is blinking in again. Rifkin desperately fighting for time here. Of course, his battlecruisers do have some decent upgrades. 1-1, soon to be 2-2. But there's just too many units coming forward. Those BCs go down as well. And what's the transition? More Stalkers, a pack of Widow Mines you're hoping your opponent walks into, a few Vikings. This is not going to cut it. We've got Ultras on the way. And, yeah, just too much good shit on this side of the map, man. Even high-sec auto-tracking. I still love this, by the way. Planetary turret tank. That's just the sickest way to cut off the north side. They're setting it up on the south side as well, making sure they just can't be touched, and saying, we've got the better composition in a head-to-head fight. As long as we shut down your ability to backstab us, we will win this game. And I don't really see any way around that at this point. Fungal! Big Fungal. Does it chain? Nice chain. Another chain. One more to trap it. One more to seal the deal. They are out of energy. That Infester ticks over to 74 energy just now, 75 energy. It just got another Fungal. Still takes out the High Templar, kills a pack of Stalkers. Some of them do escape, but they're really not the most important unit at this stage of the game. Rifkin's running his Widow Mines around. He's looking for somewhere to burrow them, to find an angle. These Widow Mines all over the place, but he's not finding these units. He's hoping he can get the Broodlords to float into them. Marines stimming forward. That's a dead base. And you can see Rifkin there had dropped about 36 mules off his many orbitals. Vikings chasing an Overlord. Widow Mines do take out some of these units rallying across. Raven and Vikings taking a few losses here and there. Another Fungal goes down. The Broodlords are just ruining this. Oh, High Templar, High Templar, High Templar. They say it's your bath time. Come have a scrub, you dirty little Terran. Baby Shark's like, yeah, I know Doesn't matter how sexy those Protoss High Templar look, you do not accept a sponge bath from the High Templar. Run, 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 run. Whoa, great pullbacks, but the Storm finally lands. Astrea says, welcome to Stormtown, you dirty little shits. At the same time, a gigantic fight on the north side. The Broodlords are, of course, triumphant. Broodlord, Infestor, Corruptor, Infested Terran. Just too powerful for Rifkin's anti-air. They win on both sides. Yuno and Baby Shark do come out on top. Even though a lot of the Marines went down, there's so much more where that came from. And dirty, dirty, dirty. Very nice. Man, Astrea's out, guys. Astrea and Rifkin, they had a good run. They started today with a planetary fortress rush, but in the end, they are eliminated. Yuno and Baby Shark, aka Practice X, are going to go through to the next stage. Rifkin and Astrea are eliminated 2-0 in that one. GG's. Woo!